Kofi, thank you very much for joining us on Trade Finance Talks TV.
Thank you very much for coming.
So here we are at XCred International 2020 and you're representing African Export-Import Bank. Tell me a little bit more about you. So who are you, where are you from, and what do you do at the bank?
Thank you very much. My name is Kofi Asumedoado. Originally I'm from Ghana, but currently based in Cairo, Egypt. I work with African Export-Import Bank and I lead the guarantees and specialized finance unit of the bank. Yes.
Okay. So in terms of the market overview at the moment, what are the key challenges and also opportunities for SME exporters at the moment in Africa? And what is the bank doing to help support these businesses?
Well, thank you very much. Afreximbank, as you know, is a multilateral financial institution set up by African governments, African private financial institutions, and non-African entities to support trade. Our mandate to support trade, both intra-African trade and extra-African trade. In terms of the opportunities, I will start and then I look at some of the challenges you are referring to. We all know what the continent is trying to do. The Intercontinental Free Trade, which is coming into effect in the next coming 2 months or so. You know that any continent that doesn't trade among themselves, the countries that doesn't trade among themselves, we don't see much development. You look at Europe, you look at Asia, and even the Americans, you see those things. And Africa, we felt that there's the need for us to move away from operating in silos and against our colonial master type arrangement, but start trading among ourselves. And there are a lot of activities that are happening that sometimes a business in a country like Egypt doesn't know that there's opportunity in Kenya. And they will go to China or come to Europe to buy. Meanwhile, the things that they're looking for, you can't even find it in Kenya and far cheaper. Create jobs for the opportunity. So the continental free trade is critical. We felt that it's going to open doors for the continent to trade, the countries within the continent to trade among themselves and to boost highly intra-African trade. To us, this is a bigger opportunity that we see. The youth that we see always crossing the Mediterranean, why are they crossing? They are crossing the Mediterranean because they are looking for opportunities. And the opportunities, instead of creating, most of the time we are exporting the opportunities elsewhere. If we can continue to trade among ourselves, we create the jobs for these young guys to be able to get jobs on the continent. So to us, it's a very important and exciting event that is happening on the continent for us as a trade bank. And Afreximbank is very active in working with AU in this project. In terms of the challenge, of course, the continent has significant number of youth. When you look at the population and you look at what is happening that they are crossing, means that they are looking for jobs and opportunities. So we need to see how we can create opportunities and convert these kind of challenges to that opportunity for these youth to get the businesses to do. Of course, you can't do away with the perceived risk. You can also not do away with the lack of information sometimes available, because when you talk of risk, these perceived risk issues that have been discussed is nothing but about information. They are struggling to get the required financing to do some of their business or attract partners to be working with them. Not because the business proposition that they're putting forward is not good or is not something that cannot work. It is because people don't have enough information. And that perceived risk is what, from a Afreximbank perspective, we are trying to address. There are 2 programs the bank has put in place, what we call MANSA. The MANSA program effectively is a platform that we are putting in place to deal with KYC issues. So anybody sitting anywhere that requires information about company in country A, country B, you go to this portal, you'll be able to access the required information that you need. We are working with the central banks. We are working with regulators. We are working with commercial banks and other institutions to put this information and data in each of the member countries, such that the so-called issue of perceived risk, which is more about information, people can get the required information to make well-informed decisions. Yeah. Apart from that, there are other structures that we've also been putting in place that are also very helpful. From African perspective, we realize that FX is an issue, yeah, especially when you are doing trade. And so we decided to put forward a digital platform which will mainly handle payments. Mm-hmm. So if you are trading in a country like Nigeria with somebody in, say, Kenya, you don't need to use dollars or pounds to be able to do that. You trade with the local currency, and the person will receive his funds in his local currency. So Nigeria trader will receive the naira, and then the one who is paying will pay from Kenya, will pay the Kenyan shilling, and then Afreximbank will be in between to do the clearing process. This program we are also doing with the banks, we are also doing with the central banks and other regulators and the government, which to us we believe that is going to revolutionize trade on the continent and going to promote inter-African trade that we are championing to ensure that the continent trade among the 54 member countries will increase from the level that we see now. So those are some of the things that we are doing to ensure that some of these risks and challenges on the continent are fully addressed.
Kofi, thank you very much for joining us on Trade Finance Talk TV. I think that part around access to information and education, as well as mitigating some of the key risks around FX volatility in local markets, is so important. I think it would be great to catch up with you in a couple of months' time once that free trade agreement is agreed and in progress, and we really look forward to hearing some of the great success stories that Afreximbank are doing to promote these and help businesses in the region. Thank you.
Thank you very much.